Hi guys, this is Demon Rants, and today, also new t-shirt, System of a Down t-shirt. Yes, I got this shirt for Christmas and everything like that, so yeah, my favourite band. I might show my presents off eventually, but, you know. Anyways, today, we're going to do the final rant of the year, depending when this is uploaded. It can either be uploaded the 31st or the 1st in January, but it really doesn't matter. Yeah, so today, we're going to do the end of year rant, the 2016 rant, end of year rant. So yeah, this is a rant that I really wanted to do, because this year, man, I mean, it's been insane. 2016, I mean, pretty much everybody has said it's like been one of the most weirdest years in ages. I mean, and the 2010s has kind of been a boring decade so far, to be honest. So yeah, but 2016 has pretty much been all of that, but made worse. So yeah, and I'm going to do a rant on it. So the reason why I didn't do a rant on 2014, 2015 and them years was because 2014 I really didn't make very good videos. I really didn't give a damn. And 2015, obviously, I actually had a good end because I had a lot of hype for the Star Wars Episode 7, The Force Awakens. So yeah, I ended that year really happy. But 2016, it's just been messed up. And there's a lot of material to talk about in this video, let me tell you. So yeah, anyways, let's get on with the rant. So 2016, people say it was one of the worst years ever. It definitely was one of the worst. Well, I've only been alive since 2001, but yeah, people are saying it's been one of the worst years in ages. I don't think it has been the worst year of all time, because when you consider all the stuff that's happened in the past, you know, well, not decades, but centuries ago, and even now in this, you know, in the 21st century, I mean, or not 21st century, the 20th century, we had the, you know, 1939 to 1945, you know, the World War II, and, you know, Hitler and all that stuff, you know, the genocide, and we even had stuff like World War One, and we had, you know, the 90s had the Rwandan genocide, Armenia, you know, the 70s had, I was going to say Colombia, but yeah, Cambodia, that's it. Because I remember that movie about Cambodia. I have it on DVD somewhere. The Killing Floor, that's it. Killing Field. Anyways, so yeah, 2016, you know, when you consider all those years in the past, you know, all those people dying, 2016 has kind of been, it still has been pretty bad, but for serious reasons, which we're going to get to. But, sorry, notification just showed up on my phone then. But yeah, when you consider all the people that have died in the past, 2016 has just been kind of, you know, a weird year, but not a terrible year. Now, we're going to get to start with some more serious things. I mean, it has been pretty terrible because of ISIS, you know, at the end of... Oh, actually, guys, hold on, I just got to do this. Sorry, just resuming now. But yeah, you know, obviously we had November, you know, 2015 was the ISIS Paris attacks and everything like that. So, yeah, freaking ISIS has been doing even more crazy stuff. You know, Syria, it's an absolute war zone. And I won't make fun of that. I'm not going to make any jokes about that because that is serious. You know, too many people have been dying because of some crazy terrorist group, and it's just, yeah. But that's a serious issue. And, you know, they're kind of like the modern Al-Qaeda. But Al-Qaeda, they don't really do much anymore because Bin Laden obviously got killed in 2011. Well, supposedly. But, yeah. But ISIS, you know, they've been doing more crazy, you know, shit, basically. But yeah, we're going to talk about more of the jokey stuff now. But yeah, when you consider all the years in history, that all the crazy stuff that has, all the bad stuff that has happened, 2016 has been more weird than just straight up crazy. So yeah, I'm trying to think of other bloody adjectives or whatever, but yeah. So yeah, we're going to talk about the year. So the main problem, number one, one of the main problems with 2016, the famous people that have died. Now, obviously, every year is going to have people dying. I mean, it's the circle of life, the circle of death. But, you know, in our society, we have famous people and all that, so they're obviously always going to die every year. But 2016 has had so many, you know, great beloved people dying all of a sudden. So yeah, I mean, let's just look at the list. David Bowie, who I think was the saddest one. I mean, I loved his music. Alan Rickman, you know, the actor who's mostly known as Snape. You know, they were pretty early on in the year. You know, you got Gene Wilder, another actor. You know, what's his name? Muhammad Ali. I was going to say Mike Tyson, but yeah, Muhammad Ali. I'm trying to think of some more. Prince. you know, Purple Rain and all that, you know, and even then on Christmas Day, George Michael, and then, you know, a day after on Boxing Day, Carrie Fisher, but, you know, them people, I mean, there's loads of other people you can name, Ronnie is it Corvette or whatever? But yeah, he's a good British comedian. So yeah, so many people, I mean, of different age groups have been dying, you know, famous people. So people often say, oh, it's 2016's fault, but yeah, it must be some kind of omen with this particular year. So yeah. Oh yeah, and Fidel Castro. Speaking of terrorists and stuff before, you know, Fidel Castro, you know, the Cuban, would you say prime minister? But no, ruler, because it's a communist country. But yeah, so Fidel Castro, he didn't get killed by the FBI. He died peacefully of old age, and people said, oh, Fidel Castro, he survived, but 2016 killed him. So yeah, but yeah, it's been crazy. It's been insane for the amount of famous people that have died. You know, Fidel Castro's sake, you know, infamous, but you know, other people that are much more beloved, like the ones that I listed then, it's just been mad. And there's tons of others, but I just mentioned the more famous ones, like David Bowie, and yeah, they have been, you know, truly, you know, we have to remember those that died. But yeah, so the people that have died, it's been really, it's been horrible. But yeah, now we have, you know, Britain and everything like that. You know, Brexit happened in May this year. And if you want my personal feelings, I don't think we really needed to move or anything like that. I know with the whole immigrants issue at the moment and all that stuff, in some instances it made sense, but I don't think we really needed to move. And now that we have this, we've been in a world of issues. I mean, you know, the value of the pound and all that kind of stuff. You know, not the dollar, the pounds, but yeah. So yeah, Brexit has happened. That's really messed things up. The presidential campaign, which is probably the most insane thing that's happened. You know, America had the two worst candidates ever, Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump. Neither of them were worth a damn. But so it didn't really matter who won, and obviously Trump won and everything like that. Memes and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, and if you wanted my personal opinion, third party, because I didn't like either of them. I thought they both sucked. Because Hillary was obviously, you know, the little SJW pussy supported her, and Donald Trump, well, had a bunch of freaking bigots supporting him. And he said a bunch of crazy shit, like building the wall and all that. So, I didn't like either of them, or the people that supported him. But Trump ended up winning. It was kind of I don't know if it was like a 50-50 situation, but it was really close. I know people told me to do a rant on that separately, but it already happened and there wasn't really much to talk about. So yeah, we've had just mad candidates and everything like that, you know, running America. I mean, America pretty much controls everything now. So yeah, we talked about Brexit, the candidates and all that. On more serious issues, SJWs seem to have had a much bigger rise this year. I mean, I know they've always been around since the 2010s of rise, pretty much these little, you know, white men need to die and all these little idiots. But I don't know what it's been, but it's been this year specifically that all this stuff has happened. I mean, we obviously know Humongous, you know, hey, what's your name? Humongous. Humongous what? He's pointing to his body part. And that freaking idiot. I think she got arrested, so she got arrested for shouting at some, I don't know, big person or whatever. So, yeah, she got sent to jail, thank God. So there's that feminazi. Anita Sarkeesian, some more of her bullshit. You know, you get all the people. But yeah, I mean, this year in particular has been pretty freaking crazy for the SJWs. I mean, we've had the Black Lives Matter movement and all that stuff. Now, obviously, you know, I do agree with Black Lives Matter. You know, obviously, you know, I agree with all lives and all that stuff, not just Black Lives Matter, but a lot of them in that group seem to be terrorists, so the modern day Black Panthers. So, yeah, you don't really want to be associating with that, but since the more, you know, the extremists, they want to kill white people, it's okay. These freaking people. Now, I already did a pretty big rant on the SJWs and the feminazis, so I won't really go much into it. But I'm just saying, this year in particular, 2016, they seem to have had more of a rise. But now, if there's been one positive thing that Trump has, might do now that he's in, he might actually get rid of these people. So I really hope that's true. And I hope that wall thing doesn't happen. But anyway, you got to make memes somehow. And speaking of memes, 2016 has also been a pretty weird year. Voice crack. It's also been a pretty weird year for memes and stuff. I mean, look at some of them. I mean, let's see, May 2016. Who died? Harambe. Dicks out for Harambe. So yeah, who was Harambe? He was the gorilla that got shot at the zoo because he had a child. And yeah, and because a gorilla died at the zoo, everybody treated him like a god. And yeah, I mean, only the internet can pray to a dead gorilla. So yeah, dicks out for Harambe. But I thought the Harambe stuff was pretty funny, but it just got overplayed to hell. But yeah. What else has there been? Dabbing, which I'm not going to do the dab because it's another cringy teenager meme. Bottle flipping, which you have a bunch of idiots flipping bottles everywhere and stuff because they don't have any other hobbies. Ooh, I got a plastic bottle, I'm going to go flip it. But yeah, bottle flipping, but most of this stuff has been pretty much, crap from Vine and all that. So yeah, we've had Jacob Sartorius has been doing weird shit this year. I mentioned dabbing, didn't I? Which is like a Hitler salute with the thing across your eyes. So I'm not, like I said, I'm not going to do it. Well, I'm trying to think of some other memes. Here Come That Boy, which is the weird frog on the unicycle. Mentioned Harambe. But yeah, 2016 has just been freaking weird. It really has. Oh yeah, and the clowns as well. Like, for some reason, around, in the middle of the year to about October, Halloween, there were a bunch of random people outside dressing as clowns because they had nothing else to do in their lives. So they just stood around scaring people and chasing people. But obviously, once the temperature went down, they quit doing it. So yeah, and I don't know why it happened. I think it was just some American thing. Some guy decided I'm going to dress as a clown. But to be honest, I mean, there's been people like John Wayne Gacy back in the day. So it's not necessarily new, this weird clown business. But yeah, so that's happened. I keep saying and stuff like that. I should probably edit it out, but I can't be bothered really. And I think that's it really. I mean, we had... Oh, actually, hold on. I just got to go check something. Okay guys, back now. Just did a bit of research there. I know I should have done it prior, but the other memes, obviously Harambe, that boy, Jacob Sartorius, but he's been around since last year. But he did the weird freaking sweatshirt video, which I already did a rant on. We Are Number One. For some reason, somebody decided that Lazy Town, which is a children's show, somebody decided to take one of the videos, one of the little music videos that are always on the programme, and make a meme out of it for some reason, we are number one, and all that stuff. So yeah, hopefully somebody won't edit this into a big video. And before We Are Number One, we had the Nut Shack, it's the Nut Shack, it's the Nut Shack, Phil's from the dough, Jack's from the pier, Horatio the whole ratso beer, Tito Dick Man Baby. But yeah, so the Nut Shack, probably the most crappiest TV show ever, became a meme, which I actually thought the Nut Shack was pretty funny. Not the show, but the meme. The show's god-awful. And I have friends from the Philippines, but yeah, I don't know what they'd think of it. Crikey Cameron, damn Daniel. So, but yeah, as I Hate Everything calls it, Crikey Cameron. And yeah, but now I've mentioned all those problems with 2016, I can mention some positive things. I mean, it's been a pretty good year for gaming, especially since, 2015 was pretty decent year for gaming. 2014 was horrible. 13 was pretty good. And, we're going into the past now. But yeah, 2016 has been really good actually for games. I mean, look at the games we have. Battlefield 1, it's the World War I shooter and everything like that. Overwatch has been pretty big, with the bright cast of characters. I don't have a lot of these games, but they're pretty good. Uncharted 4. I'm trying to think, guys. Hold on. Just coughing then. The Last Guardian has come out recently. I guess you have Titanfall 2. I'm talking about some of the newest games that have come out. So yeah, it's been actually a pretty good year for games. Hold on. Sorry guys, I honestly keep pausing because I forgot to tell you that this video isn't exactly scripted. I'm just kind of doing it a bit quickly because I don't have a lot of time left. So yeah, you know, other games, like I think I mentioned Overwatch, didn't I? Doom has come out. Doom has actually been a great adaptation to the original game. So I have to give, I think Bethesda, Bethesda, thumbs up. I still need to buy that game for some reason. Street Fighter 5, when did that? No, that wasn't a good game, in my opinion. But there's been some pretty disappointing games like The Division, No Man's Sky. We don't ever talk about that bloody abomination of a game. No, not abomination. I mean, Bubsy 3D is an abomination of a game. No Man's Sky is just a bit crappy. The Division was pretty disappointing. Watch Dogs 2 was actually pretty good. So overall, it's actually been one of the better years in gaming in general. We've had all the crap to do with DLCs. Sorry about all the noise and crap in the background. I honestly don't know what's going on. But yeah, other than like modern gaming tropes like DLCs and all that kind of stuff, and all that, companies being greedy, microtransactions, the actual games themselves have been pretty kick-ass. Movies have been decent as well. Deadpool is probably the best movie of this year. That's been a really good film. I haven't seen it all the way through, but that's good. Star Wars Rogue One, I haven't watched it yet. That's a pretty new one. And tons of other films. So the films have been decent. Oh yeah, Zootopia. I've heard it's amazing, but I haven't watched it yet. So yeah, so if there's one thing you can remember by this year, it's that Zootopia came out. And I guess you can say stuff about animes, but the only one I really cared about was JoJo. So yeah, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure got another reboot. I never watched the show, but apparently it's really good. And there's this one Facebook friend that keeps sharing pictures of it, so it must be pretty good. But overall, 2016's just been weird. Weird year. Definitely meme-worthy. I mean, this year's going to go down in history. It's just the year where everybody just didn't give a crap. I mean, the campaign, the US election and all that stuff, Brexit, the people dying, those are mostly the main problems. Oh yeah, I forgot about another meme. Along with Harambe and all that stuff, Pokemon Go was a massive thing in the summer of 2016, but nowadays nobody really gives a crap about the game other than children. But luckily Pokemon Go blew up in summertime, August 2016, so luckily I didn't have to go to school and see all the people on their phones walking around at school, while I was just left there and wondering what the hell they were doing. So yeah, but nobody cares about the game anymore, and I never downloaded it because I thought it looked stupid. No offense to you, I like the regular Pokemon games, but yeah. So yeah, that's basically it. 2016, the year where people just didn't know what the hell they were doing. And my thoughts on 2017, well, you're just gonna have to find out next year. And to be honest, I think it's going to be a pretty big year. I mean, it's my GCSE year, so unfortunately there might be a pretty massive hiatus of videos. I might check regularly to see the subscribers, but obviously I got to get revising, got to get the good grades and all that stuff. After, when I leave school, I'm still going to do videos, guys, but yeah, when I leave school, I'm going to go to college. That's going to be pretty big. And at the end of the year, Star Wars Episode 8 is gonna come out. I hope it will be better than The Force Awakens. But yeah, and also I've heard System of a Down might actually be making a comeback album because apparently they've written 15 songs. So yeah, just please guys, release that new album. So yeah, so it looks to be a pretty exciting year. But then I realised that the bloody Emoji movie is coming out. Sony Animation Pictures is going to crash and burn. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. I know it's kind of been a shortish video. Let's see, about 19 minutes. But yeah, pretty long, but whatever. So yeah, hope 2017 is better. I hope you all, even though all the weird stuff has happened, I hope you all have a good year. Even though this year has been pretty weird, I've actually been using it to build my confidence. I think in my personality and everything has definitely become a lot better than the last couple of years, so I am pretty proud of myself. But the year itself has just been pretty terrible, but I have used it to make myself feel better and stuff like that. So I hope 2017 I can make myself look even better. I hope you have a great year, and yeah, we all just need to learn to get along. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Have a great New Year's. New Year's Eve, whatever, New Year's Day, and just spend 2017 with the people you love, and make sure it will be better than 2016. Well, we'll try anyways. So thanks for watching, and goodbye. Hope you enjoyed the video. Peace. Hope 2017 will be good.